New to this channel, hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon to get latest notification about technology. Hey, what's up guys, welcome to Innovative Edge Tech YouTube channel, and today we are going to make a video on MIUI 12 EUROM. So let's get started. So in my last video I actually show you how to upgrade your device on the MIUI 12 and that was for the China build, but this time we have got a EU build, a European build. So Xiaomi.eu has given this build, and this build is available for most of the Redmi and Mi devices. If you want, you can use it, and it's also available for Poco devices. So let's review this ROM. I have been using this ROM for quite few days, and I will give you my opinions about it. Most of the things work on this ROM. There is no problem. Unlike the China ROM, you don't have the Play Store services on China ROM, but this build has got the Play Store services and it works flawlessly. The only problem which you will find in this ROM is regard to the banking apps, and that's the most important thing which this ROM actually fails to deliver. There are some tricks and tips which I can tell you in this video, but on a wholesome basis, the apps like your mobile banking apps and the UPI apps, that doesn't work on this ROM properly. So let's start with the basic information of the ROM. Again, you will see the notifications on the left swipe, and then again on the right swipe you will see the control center. Let me zoom it a little bit so that you can see it correctly. Okay, so the same icons are there and the same thing is there. Obviously dark mode is also there and it works flawlessly. The first thing you will notice from the difference from the China ROM is the my data control center, where you will have the steps and you will have the data limit whatever you have used. There was a bug in this in China ROM, but that bug is not there here, and then you can see how much time you have used your phone. So all that health data is coming here. Okay, then Bluetooth and the control center for the Wi-Fi connectivity and all those things are there, and obviously you will see the Wi-Fi settings and the connectivity here, the all the settings, and in the control centers you can see here obviously the dark mode also. And when you will go to this Airtel and Jio, I mean you can see your dual SIM options here. So this remains again quite interesting, and I'm trying to focus on the camera. So nothing new about the control center, it's all the same. Now let's go to the settings and let's see what's the inside the settings. So first thing which you will go and see in the MIUI version, it says MIUI 12 by Xiaomi.eu 20.4.30. it's in beta. It's a global beta basically, it's not a closed beta unlike the Chinese ROM. It's a global beta, and then device name and storage, how much you have occupied, your device details, everything, and all specs. It says about also the Android patch level is the latest, and the MIUI version, as I told you, it's beta 20.4.30. so if you see from an perspective, again you get an Android 10 version here. So this Android is 10, and no doubt about it. So this is a cool thing actually. And when you go to other settings, you will see the differences. So the first difference which you will find is in the security. So lot of things in the security systems they have actually optimized, and what they have done is they have introduced the Google Play Protect, and the Google Play Protect is now there. Unlike the Chinese ROM where Google Play Protect was not there, you can install it and all. So this is more safe ROM. So that is the reason it is not allowing most of the banking apps because it's still in a testing phase. And you know, beta ROMs, on the beta ROMs or the custom ROMs, most of the banking apps and the UPI apps, they don't enable because there might be some problems with your account, or they can hack something. So that is one of the case. Okay, so let's get back and see what is there in the Google Play system update. So when you do a Google Play system update, it's again up to date. It is the Play product part of it, and the security update is also there. So this is the first thing which you will see in this. Okay, again the SIM card and mobile network you can see, and this is all there. It's not any difference here, it's all the same here as well, like the China ROM. Similarly, wireless LAN is also the same. Obviously you will get the dual band if you are having a phone which supports the dual band. Bluetooth is same, just to see, it's the all same here. Connection and sharing, again it's the same, no difference from the China ROM. When you go to the lock screen, you will find some difference here. The only difference which you will find is in the settings. Okay, you will find this wallpaper carousel here, which is there in Indian ROMs as well. So this is one thing which you will find. This was there earlier in the China ROM, so there is no difference in that, and it's the same. So now getting back to the lock screen, you can see the double tap and all those things. Wallpaper carousel, as I told you. Getting back to the display, there is no difference, only that when you go to the dark mode and you enable the dark mode, you can find here the individual apps options. Okay, the rest everything is the same. When you will enable the dark mode, it will find this individual apps. So basically the individual apps support is there. This was there in China ROM also, but the support was limited to some of the apps, unlike the apps like Google, YouTube and all, they were not supported, but in this ROM it is supported. So in that way it is actually good here. I'll disable the dark mode because it doesn't look good on the camera. So let me get back to the normal mode. Okay, so that's it in the disable. The difference, sound and vibration exactly the same, no difference here. And then when we go back to notifications, you can see the again floating window is there in place, and it works flawlessly. No worries about that. It is all okay. So let's get back and let's go to the again the home screen. You will see the home screen layout and all those things which were there in the China ROM. It's all there, everything is there. One thing which I saw is the app drawer functionality. Obviously this app drawer is there in China ROM, but it's not that optimized. Here it is very optimized, and that's actually good part. So notifications I have already shown to you. Let's go to the wallpaper, and yeah, the wallpaper which I actually thought that it was included in the build, basically the Mars and Earth wallpaper, they were included, but the normal wallpapers were included, not the live wallpapers. So to get the live wallpapers, I actually downloaded it from a site. I will give the links in the description. You can download it from there. And then what I did is I actually installed it with the Google wallpaper, and that is very simple. When you will unzip the files and install the Google wallpapers, you have to go to this last, and then you will find the live wallpapers. It has been developed by an XDA developer, so it works flawlessly. As you can see, I'll just go to the home screen, log the home screen, and you can see the Mars wallpaper works flawlessly. It can also work on the MIUI 11, and I can tell you that you can install it very nicely. Okay, so getting back onto the settings tab, I have installed a lot of apps because I generally use and test a lot of apps. So getting on the theme side, you will find some themes. Basically the default theme, and I have downloaded one more theme. I'll just apply you. This is a Chinese theme, but it is a default MIUI theme, and it is actually very good. If you see the theme, it looks very flawless. Okay, the only difference in this theme is that this theme is very bluish kind of. Generally, you like this kind of themes, but on an attraction it is little less attractive, right? So this is one of the theme which I got it. Okay, and then getting back to the settings again. Again, the password and security remains same, no difference in that. All the three things works: password, fingerprint, and face unlock, even Bluetooth unlock. Rest remains same with the China ROM. Now getting on to the battery and performance. Actually, I prefer this ROM is more optimized in battery, and generally after kind of 2-3 hours of usage, I am actually getting still 88%. So you can just think of it, the same thing. I tested it on the China ROM. It was consuming more of the battery, and I think so that's because the AI engine, the Xiaomi AI which was working in background, that was causing this problem. So this problem is not there. So battery works flawlessly on this ROM. This ROM is not very optimized, but yeah, it's optimized for the battery. Now goes to the app sections. The app section is the worst here, that I can tell you very correctly. Dual apps options is there, but when you go to the manage apps and you have the settings and permissions, that's are very created very wrongly actually. So I am just going to the Google Play services. Okay, and when you go to the Google Play services, you go to the apps, this one, permissions. Even though I have given us SMS permission, it doesn't works, and I have tested with it Google Pay. So Google Pay is what is causing me a lot of issues. So even though I have given a permission of the Google Pay for SMS and telephone, which is basically required for your registration and all those, still my registration is not happening. I won't test it out here live on the video, but that's 100% correct. It is not happening. So one thing which you will notice is this apps permission is not very correctly done in this ROM, and some of the apps doesn't works, especially the banking apps doesn't work. Even you will get notifications like this. When you click on these notifications, you will see that lot of apps in background, if they are trying to get your device access. Basically they require the device access to get started. Even the InstaBiz or iMobile, whatever is your application which is required for your banking, that doesn't work. I have tested a lot of these things. So the permissions thing is not very perfectly done here, and that I can guarantee you on this. So app sections not very done properly. The permissions sometimes work, sometimes doesn't work. 90% of times it doesn't work. Now going to the additional settings, the same date and time, language and input, everything is the same. And obviously language on input, you will find the English India here, and unlike the Chinese where you were able to set the languages, here also you will be able to set the languages. Okay, so a lot of languages available here. Screen display, when we go to the full screen display, we are using the buttons now. We can go to the full screen gestures as well, and I found that full screen gestures are quite not very optimized in my opinion, because if they were optimized, they will be faster, but what I saw is they're not very optimized and all. So maybe in the next build they would optimize it, but since it is the first EU build, and I trust EU builds better than the Chinese build, as you know that there has been a lot of reports that Chinese builds have the Mi default browser which collects data and all those. I have made a separate video on this. There will be an I section in the video, you can go through that, but that's another thing. But what I feel is EU ROMs are far more better than the Chinese ROM, because these ROMs have the Google Play services inbuilt. They have multiple options like the Indian ROMs, and you get a lot of features there. So in additional setting, everything is there in place: quick ball and button shortcut, notification light, developer options you can enable. All these things are there. Screen time, again this is the your health app, and you get the dashboard here. Focus mode is also there, and I haven't tried it yet, but it works flawlessly. Then special features, the one thing which you will see is not here, that the kid parental control or the kid section, which is lacking here. Otherwise everything is there. Video toolbox is there, floating window is there, second space there, new lab is there, light mode is there. We missed out only one thing here, unlike the Chinese ROM, that was the kid parental control. So that thing is not there. Now again, going to the accounts and sync, everything is in place. Xiaomi Cloud is there, Google is there, and other accounts and settings are there. Going back to the privacy sections, things are in place. Location, again things are in place. What our apps are using, the things, and then again service and feedback. So this is all for the settings, my friend. The things which you will notice in this ROM is a couple of problems. So I will discuss about the problems first. Okay, so the main problem with this ROM is the permissions. Okay, either they have been implemented in a haphazard manner or they have done it very quick. So because this is a beta build, obviously you will find issues in the banking apps, unlike the Chinese ROM, where we had multiple options to enable the access to the SMS and SIM. Those are available here, but they don't work. So most of the times they are available here, but they don't work. So that is one thing actually which I found is. And the second thing which is there is the availability, right? So the availability of this ROM is like, you get it, and when you install it, you have to do a data wipe. So wiping your data at one time for installing this ROM, it is something like that you would never like it most of the times. So that is one other thing. You cannot directly upgrade the ROM from the Chinese build to EU build. You have to format it, you have to wipe the data, and then you have to do that. So that is another thing which I found something which is unusual. The third thing which is a problematic for this ROM, and in compared to Chinese ROM, I actually give it a 1 star. Actually, if Chinese ROM is a 4 star or 3 star, I'll give it a 1 star. The apps actually keep on asking for permissions. So when you are not using anything, even then also your apps will ask for permissions, and for giving that permissions, and ask for the contacts permissions or something like that. So all these things are there. But if you want to use a good ROM which is for testing basis, which has a Google Play Store inbuilt, then you can go ahead with this ROM. And to be very frank, this ROM is better than the Chinese ROM. Only thing is the banking apps support is not that okay. Might be this build is the first build, and in Chinese ROM also we have seen the second or third build that was 20.4.29. That build actually had got a good stability, but this ROM is I mean not that stable. And when you will see, then when you will change the themes and all, you will also see that these icons will also change, and again the storage is the same like the old one. So this is all in place, and obviously you can see I have used my half of the storage. So that's it for this video, my friends. I hope that you like this video. I hope you like this video. So thanks for sharing and subscribing our channel. Keep watching our videos and like, share our videos. Thank you once again.